Hello and welcome everybody to our Thanksgiving special. Here in the United States, it's a national holiday. We have some free time, so let's talk about what we do in our free time. Now, for me, personally, this is my opinion. This is not any sort of advice. But for me, I don't see collectibles as an investment. Mostly because I just don't know enough about them and I'm not willing to put in the time to study about collectibles, okay? If I were to buy something with the hopes that it increased in value, that would be called speculation, okay? Not investing. For me, that's, very different. So I collect things that I want. Sometimes it's things that I want to share with families or friends. Sometimes it's things that I just like that brings back memories. There can be any number of reasons why I collect things. Mostly it's just because they're things I like, and I see it more as a consumption than an investment. That said, let's dive into some things that I enjoy, and I enjoy collecting. One thing that I enjoy, this is a golf flag from the 2016 the course that hosted the PGA Championship in 2016, Baltusrol. It is an old course for the United States. I believe it opened in 1895. And this one is autographed. Tommy Armour III autograph right here. So a fun little flag to have, up in your den or your study. Things that I really like. People, in Scotland, that's not old. That's a Scottish accent. I can't do a Scottish accent, so that's the best you're going to get. Because they have courses that are hundreds of years old. So yeah, in the United States, yeah, America, yeah, but it's cool. I like it. New Jersey, great course, fun to watch. And for me, my living memory from this, off the top of my head, are just like lipped out putts. They seem to broadcast a lot of those in that tournament for some reason. So let me know, what flags do you have? Do you have Masters flags? Do you have PGA Championship flags? Do you have Pinehurst flags? Let me know in the comments below. They're fun, and they're big, and they have a lot of presence in a room. And not all golf memorabilia has presence like this. That said, let's go look at some smaller items on my review table. Surprise! Golf clubs are on that list. That's not a surprise. So, I'm not sure when all these videos are coming out. However, this is one that's been mentioned several times, and I've owned several of these. R7 Quad. Actually, this is an HT R7 Quad. Tailor-made adjustable weights, but not an adjustable hosel. The hosel is not adjustable, which is kind of trippy considering all the modern clubs that we see nowadays. Yeah, you actually had to glue the shaft in and use a shaft extractor. Well, with graphite, yeah, probably a shaft extractor, and get some heat on this bad boy. The good old days, they weren't that good. So R7 Quad, and this represents old golf clubs, right? It's not that old. Yeah, well, this happens to be convenient because it's not on a shaft. It's not super easy to roll in vintage clubs. Not like I have them just kicking around here next to the review table that I can roll in front of the camera. This one needs to be re-whipped. I'm not sure when I'm going to make that video. I'm not even sure if I'm going to make that a video. What about Pokeballs? What? That's not golf related. You're right. Not everything I collect is golf related. Remember, collect, not invest. So the story behind these, I have a whole bunch of these. What do you want to see? A Pokeball? You want to see a great ball? There's a bunch of them. Anyway, I'm not going to roll them all in front of the camera. It seems that there's just not room. So my boy, who is 7, likes to play Pokemon. And I'm not going to buy these expensive booster packs. And I know you're saying, well, these are $13 per Pokeball, and there's only a couple of booster packs in these. Yeah, but once he opens those up, I don't want to go drop $4 for a booster pack. So I dropped $20 for 500 Poke cards on eBay, and I just put a dozen or two cards in here, and then give this to him as a reward. Great job in school today. He opens them, Poke cards, and he can build his decks and totally destroy my soul. I don't know why he's so good at this game, and I'm not. I genuinely try to beat him, and I can't. So, Pokeballs, Poke cards, this trading card game is part of our lives, and we have fun with it. So, that's something that we technically, I guess, collect and enjoy. It's just a fun hobby. Speaking of balls, do any of you collect golf balls? I don't consider myself a golf ball collector. This is my own personal ball. I like the Titleist Pro V1X. People talk about sound and stuff in flight. I don't know about any of that. I like the red. When it's all just black and white, it's just too boring. I like the little splash of red there. That little splash of red does a lot for me. along with my Big Green H customized at, what's that place called? Golfballs.com, I believe. They do an okay job for, an affordable price, and not a sponsor. The Green H, people don't read the Vintage Golfer, hobbyjohn.com, where I put the vintage golfer pictures and stuff. They're just like, the Big Green H, is that you? Yeah, I'm the Big Green H. Speaking of the Big Green H, now this, so if you guys have seen my other channel, Hobbyphilic, I review poker chips. I like to talk about poker chips, and I just don't have enough time to talk enough about poker chips. This is an old obsolete casino chip, a real casino chip made by Paulson. Paulson is the company that also makes the Bellagio poker chips, Aria poker chips, the Wynn poker chips, all made at the PGI factory. Guess what else was made at the PGI factory? My personalized golf ball marker, or poker chip, depending on which channel I'm on. So look, Big Green H, Big Green H. I love these things. So Paulson, it's probably been years. It's 5 years ago? I don't remember. Years ago, they discontinued consumer grade chips. They only make casino grade chips. However, they offered what they called their blue chip promotional. So in the same factory as their Paulson chips, they would make these promotional chips. And so I ordered some of the promotional chips. At the making of this video in 2020, these are discontinued as well. So you cannot, as a consumer, buy chips from the Paulson factory. You can get some casino chips from a casino, but not order them direct to your house. So these are some of the last chips ever made from the Paulson factory, direct to somebody's home as a promotional chip. So I always tell people this is made in the same factory, because it was, as the Bellagio chips. Pretty exciting. So again, they don't make these anymore. I didn't mean for this to increase in value. It just happened that way. I still use this as a golf ball marker. Yep, that's right. I just put it in the grass, the dirt, the rain, whatever. Use it as a golf ball marker. So yeah, just things I have. I don't know if I really collect them. Poker chips I do collect. Fun casino chips and various other things like promotional chips. What else do I have to show you? Speaking of golf, I do like golf memorabilia, as you saw my flag. Johnny Miller. When you think of Johnny Miller, do you think of the golfer or the announcer? I think of the announcer. I think of him just railing on people's decisions. If I were his caddy, I'd throw his bag into the lake. Whoa! You said that, and it's awesome. So I love Johnny Miller. Unfortunately, he's no longer presenting. You thought I was going to say with us. Who knows in the future? So, for a future reference, thoughts go out to Johnny Miller and his family. But right now he's alive. He just doesn't broadcast anymore at the making of this video. So when I see this card, I'm like, yes, my favorite golf announcer, Johnny Miller. So love this card. And this defines how I collect things. Cards, especially. I used to buy huge boxes of Score football cards and basketball cards and all sorts of things. And it was just, I'd have shoe boxes full of just worthless base cards. 1990 Score, 1996. I'm trying to remember all these brands I bought of like basketball cards and stuff. And sure, there's the odd Jordan or two in there, but most of them are just like completely worthless. And so I no longer go out and just buy boxes. I like to buy individual cards. Oh dear, I have a box of, I should get to that. So yes, this is how I collect now. I don't, I want compact, simple, get the card I want, and then move on. And you can see here, it's not like I'm looking for rookie cards. I don't think this card's ever going to increase in value. If anything, it's going to decrease in value. So it's just something I happen to like. So this is a social thing. Like, cards are fun. Collectibles are fun. Like you saw with my Pokemon cards, right? It's like, the more the merrier, right? You want to enjoy it with somebody. And Star Wars is something that a lot of people in my family enjoy. So occasionally we'll crack open a box of these and we find these awesome things. Like this is a Rusty Goff autograph right here. Famous for his playing a Jawa or Oompa Loompa. Just a hard-working, actor who brought us joy through him playing a Jawa. Did a great job. We love this card. This is a fun card. And we love opening up little boxes like this. Again, we're looking for less cards. We don't want huge boxes of just hundreds of cards. So little mini boxes like this, always fun to open with family. So something else that I like fantasy football. And I understand And I have genuine concern for the players with injury and concussions. It's, something that the NFL is trying to rein in with technology and rules. We'll see how effective that is. But either way, I enjoy playing fantasy. It's a social thing for me. This comes back to the social thing. And there are players that have done very well for my fantasy team in years past, even, picking somebody off the waiver wire and having them, win you a championship. It can mean a lot. Terry McLaurin, definitely on my list. And again, going back to my discussion about value, this is this year. I bought this a couple months ago, and it is not a rookie card. There's no autograph on here. It's not going to be worth anything ever. It's just a little cut of his jersey or some part of his uniform, who knows. And it's a picture of Terry McLaurin. That's it. It's fine. It just reminds me of a good year of fantasy winning a championship in a certain league. Along with another wide receiver. You combine this wide receiver with a quarterback, named Patrick Mahomes. You're going to win a few fantasy games. So things like this just make me happy. And that's what collecting's about, isn't it? So we're going to kind of stop there. I'm not going to pull out all my poker chips and cards and everything. I don't know if you guys want to see that. Nobody has that much time on Thanksgiving. We need to do some shopping, right? So I don't know how to represent all of this stuff here. We have just a bunch of fun stuff that I enjoy. Again, let us know in the comments below. What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy collecting? Do you invest? Do you collect? And what are some of your favorite things? Do you have sports cards? Do you have golf flags? Do you have golf balls? Do you collect autographs? I know a lot of people will go around and collect autographs at PGA events. Unfortunately, in the year 2020, because the whole virus thing going on, we aren't going to PGA events. So I'm excited to read your comments. As usual, I have an Amazon shop that I try to keep updated. Sometimes things sell out. I apologize for that. I always try to keep that up to date. If you order something, I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.